What do you do when the inspiration is just not flowing? Well, hey, watch closely and I'll show you how to unlock your mind, unlock your heart, and get that inspiration. Inspiration is going to make a big difference in your life because you can be in tune to your surroundings and in tune to the people you're working with. And when you're not in tune, you're going to find yourself making decisions that are just slightly off. So what does it mean to be in tune? It means that you are aware and observant to all of the surroundings around you, and you're able to literally interpret them at the most accurate level you really could ever have. So for me, finding inspiration is a game changer. So how do you become more inspired? How do you bring on that inspiration to help you so you're in the right place at the right time to learn the right things? So there's actually steps to make this happen. And in my quest in my life, I've tested and tried so many different things. And I want to share with you some very simple steps that you can really take action on today that can help you put yourself in a place of receiving higher levels of inspiration. Now, what's cool about this is you take action to make this happen. You know, you may have a friend or somebody that you know that you think, oh my goodness, they're just natural at that. Well, for the people like you and me who are not natural at this, we can still learn the skill. We can still acquire this ability to really be in tune to our surroundings and gain that inspiration. So here's the number one real step you ought to take. Here's the number one, is teach what you know. Teach what you know. And let me show you in this diagram what that's going to do for you. You see, because when you teach, you are combining what you're thinking and what you have in your heart, and then that is what gets shared with the people. And when you pull from your mind and you pull from your heart the very things you understand, the very things you love about life, and you go to teach somebody and share with somebody, it literally pulls that information up and down from your mind and brings it into your voice, and it comes out into a message. And you become a person who is sharing messages. Now, you may think that you don't know that much, like, Kirk, what would I teach? What would I say to people? Well, you think about all the wisdom and advice you've given people in the past. Offer to help people. Offer to help solve problems for people. And really attempt to help people solve what's going on in their life. And you'll find you pull advice and past experiences forward that then come from you and create messages for other people. Now, this is what you call priming the pump. Because when you go to share these messages of advice or wisdom with others, you actually pull inspiration into you. You know, it's when your mind has the information coming from you out to other people, your mind is going to reach out and look for other wisdom, other advice, other insight. So literally, the more you share, the more you're going to be inspired. Doesn't that sound crazy? But it's so true. You ask any person who is a teacher, ask any person, a school teacher, at a university, a high school, a grade school, somebody who teaches in the community or works with people in any direction, those people who teach tend to find they are more in tune and inspired in their own personal life. It is one of the reasons why I decided to become a presenter and a trainer, is because I love the inspiration that comes to me while I'm teaching. Before I'm teaching, while I'm teaching, after I'm teaching. And the more information I can share, the more new information comes to me. It's crazy, but I've met so many people who have asked me, hey Kirk, what'd you do to be able to find this level of being inspired about what to do and how to teach things? I tell them, you teach what you know, and then more will come to you. It's like you gotta unload everything you know and don't hold anything back. You just unload, teach people everything you know, and then it drains all that information from you, but it fills it right back in. It is the coolest thing in the world. When I teach live events, you know, I have a 1-day, 2-day, 3-day classes, and I literally have 54 events that I teach every single year. I know it's crazy, But I love teaching because the before, the during, and after, all the inspiration that comes to me, because I'm trying to help people. And why would not the good things of life come to a person who's attempting to help people? The more you teach, the more you're going to find inspiration coming to you a lot easier. Now, that right there is a big Kirk secret for you. So if you're wondering, what could you do today to be able to pull upon that type of level of inspiration? Well, reach out to a friend, text them, email them, call them, and find out what they're struggling with. What are they up against? Or what kind of goal are they trying to go for? And see what you can do to help them. Give them advice, give them encouragement, share some wisdom with them, and you'll begin the process today. Now here's some additional things you can do to really raise that level of finding inspiration. So number one is teach. You got that, right? But it's not teach once a year. It's teach as many times as possible. The other part is get outside into nature. There's so many times I've sat out in nature where literally sitting under some trees or watching the ducks in the pond or the birds flying over top, that I find inspiration. But you see, when I go into nature, I'm asking questions. You don't go into nature all by itself without asking questions. The person who is searching for answers is literally drawing upon to themselves inspiration. Now, if you think you're stuck or you think you're up against a big challenge that can't be solved, you're not going to find inspiration because you think that this is all that's going to happen. This is it. Everything's done. It's finished. It's final. But if you're the type of person who is searching for answers, searching for understanding, searching to solve a problem, or searching to be able to find a better way to achieve the goal that you have set. But if you're the kind of person who's asking questions and you're searching in your mind or in nature or with the people around you, you're going to get inspired. So be the kind of person who continues to ask questions. But sitting in nature with questions in my journal really has been quite an eye-opener. So what I do is I get my journal, I write the questions down of the things I don't know, and I go sit in nature and I look around. Look at the mountains, look at the clouds, look at the trees, look at the branches in the trees, the flowers, and literally pondering and looking for, is there anything in nature that can teach me? It's probably been about three months ago, I was out in my backyard and I was struggling with something. Couldn't figure out what to do in this particular situation in my life. And I took my journal and I wrote down one question. And I sat there underneath a tree looking around for the answer in nature. And as I was sitting there, I was looking at the tree and I was observing about the branches and the pine needles and the pine cones. And I was thinking about the roots that go down into the ground. And as I was sitting there really looking and thinking about this particular tree that I was observing, the idea came to me, what really caused the problem that I was facing? And I realized how the problem got solved. And I then began to realize how to unwind that so I can turn it into a solution. I'm sitting there under the tree writing down all these ideas that are coming to me. I come running back in the house all excited and Kim goes, wait a minute. Just tell me, did you go out and sit next to a tree? And I was like, yeah, it's outside sitting next to the trees. And she goes, every time you do, you come back with answers. I walk out there with questions. People who have questions get answers. Nature has answers. But I've got to first prime the experience by being willing to teach. You can teach kids, teach your friends, teach anybody. But I know why you don't teach. And notice that this is still number one. If you don't teach and you don't think you can be a good teacher, it's one of the reasons why your brain is all plugged up and stopped right now, is because you don't have a way of sharing what you know already. So find some way, do a video, make an audio, text your friend. The next time you're hanging out with people, say, hey, what are you guys up against? Let me help you with something. But when you open up and begin to take on these first 3 steps here, you're going to notice really quick what can change in your life, and that inspiration starts to flow. Now, number 4, it says AM. So there are some people awake at that time, but between 3:30 and 4:30 in the morning, the outside is so calm. It is really peaceful. No birds are awake. They're all still sleeping, but everything around you is really still and quiet. I have found it is the best time of the day for me to think and ponder on the questions that I have, and it's when I receive the highest level of inspiration. So if you've been wondering what time of day or when's the best day or when's the best moment to solve the challenges and the problems you're facing, get up early. If you get up when everybody else gets up, then all the busyness is happening. If you get up when everybody else gets up, it's noisy outside, and you literally wake up to the same chaos you had yesterday. The same chaos you had yesterday. How are things supposed to change? And you're not willing to change. So here's 4 things to change. Get up early, get your questions written down, be the kind of person who's searching, and really turn yourself into a great teacher. And notice what happens. The inspiration's gonna show up. You're a natural at it. Open up your mind, open up your heart, and literally open up your mouth and share what you know, and it will be filled. Okay, time to share. How do you find inspiration? Hey, and something else I want you to think about, you ought to consider coming and attending my Art of Mentoring program. It is a way to be able to empower your mind and open up your heart to the next level and literally get out there in the world and teach others how to do it too. So look forward to seeing you. Click subscribe, ring the bell, and get ready for the video coming to you tomorrow.